Good evening and welcome into the Crawdads streaming network for today's June 19th presentation of the Crawdads baseball. Crawdads traveling to San Bruno, California, Tom Lara Field at San Bruno City Park. I'm Charlie Limoncelli, alongside me, Harry Setrakian, to bring this matchup to you between the 7-4 Crawdads and the 2-10 Seagulls. Harry, two very opposite teams right now. Walnut Creek, a 3-game winning streak, especially after last night's walk-off 3-run homer, courtesy of Riley Winchell, who's back in the lineup. The Seagulls have lost 10 straight, on the other hand.
Yeah, I've not got a single win since the first two games. Started the season hot and beat two pretty good teams in the Merchants and Stompers, but since then just no momentum maintained. It's 10 straight losses for the Seagulls, and just looking to protect home field, looking to, I don't even know, just reverse the trends that have been going just so against them. But on the Crawdad side of things, feels like they've been playing some of their best ball all the way around. The offense has been supplying enough runs, probably not as many as they would like, but in the early season form, we're getting into the double digits pretty consistently, trying to get back to that form. Good chance to do that today, but as well as that, the pitching has been pretty outstanding, and the bullpen depth has shown itself to be quite solid. So looking just for some more good performances from the pitching, from the bullpen, and the bats to kind of get hot here.
Absolutely. 4 unearned runs for Crawdad pitching staff yesterday that really did a great job, especially after a fantastic start from Dylan Scott. But you're absolutely right, Harry. The Crawdads offense hasn't been quite as hot as it was to start the season. So now it will be Walnut Creek's job to try and get it going again. They were undefeated last year here at San Bruno, undefeated in the season series against the Seagulls generally in 2025. And so far, Crawdads 3-0, leading the 2026 season series to San Francisco. Let's get into the Crawdad lineup. TJ Woodson playing third, leading off. Elijah Ramos at second, hitting in the 2 spot. Ryan Ellis, DH, and hitting third. Riley Winchell hitting cleanup and catching. Bryden Bull in center, hitting 5th. Kevin Parker Jr. playing short, hitting 6th. Dylan Perez playing left and hitting 7th. Barrett Ronson at first, hitting 8th. And Shane Aldridge in right, hitting 9th. Their left-hander on the hill, Cameron Boyd for San Francisco. He'll face 5 righties and 4 lefties in the Crawdad starting lineup. First pitch at 6:05 exactly is low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Woodson.
And I like Woodson getting the lead off here against the lefty. Is 5 for 13 this week so far with 4 doubles. Had 2 yesterday. He's been swinging a hot bat.
The 1-0. Woodson takes a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. TJ Woodson, yeah, absolutely, like you mentioned, 2 for 4 yesterday, Harry, with a pair of doubles, 1 run driven in. He was a spark plug in the 9 spot.
Looked great swinging it, really adjusting well to the college level after taking a red shirt at Baylor.
Boyd turns and delivers. Woodson hits one through the left side of the infield between third and short for a base hit to lead things off.
Well, there you go. Stays hot. Got something kind of off speed. Was a little bit out front, but kept the barrel through the zone. Smacked it through the left side, a base hit. And Cameron Boyd can bring a lot of different velocities. Fastball, changeup, sinker, cutter, curveball, slider. Though doesn't use every single pitch against the righties. Usually goes with the stuff tailing away. So mostly the changeup and the sinker off the 4-seamer to the righties. Looked like a changeup that Woodson got out in front of and got on.
The 5'9" lefty delivers to Ramos, now in the 2 spot, a fastball high. Again, 1 ball, no strikes here after 1 pitch to the batter. Boyd, 5'9", 175-pound left-handed frame. Guy who spins the ball really well, has high RPMs on all of his pitches, but not a ton of velo. The 1-0, taken for a strike, runner goes. Woodson steals second without a throw.
All right. Interesting strategy, not even tempting a throw down.
Now an RBI chance early for Ramos, a guy who's driven in 6 through conference play. But Ramos 0 for 16 in his last 4 games, looking to restart the offensive momentum. Boyd stares down Woodson at second, jumping around. Now the 1-1 home. Ramos lines it foul, right field side, out of play. One and 2 count to Elijah Ramos, looking for a new home in the transfer portal. Monster season at Cal State East Bay this spring. Quick meeting between Ultreras, the second baseman, and Boyd on the hill. Reminder for the defense, Lamoth, Ultreras, Feliciano, and Brewer, 1st to 3rd, and then Gilbreth, German, and Waldvogel, left to right. Hurtado behind the dish for San Francisco. Boyd gets the call from Hurtado. Sets his glove face level. 2 glances to second. Now the 1-2. Ramos grounds it over to third. Brewer collects, stares down Woodson, then fires across the diamond to get Elijah Ramos at first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 2.
Nice play on what turned out to be kind of a tough hop. The lip of the grass turning to the dirt gives you a high jump in this ballpark. Infield is well maintained, though, so expecting some true hops.
One out in the top of the first. Ryan Ellis to the dish. Woodson still at second. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Boyd. His first offering. Ellis takes an outer third strike. Went to the off speed, Boyd did. And Ryan Ellis, no easy out. One of the Crawdads' top hitters through 10 games of conference play. 321 he hits entering today. 500 on base percentage, nearly 700 slugging. Crawdads trying to score first. Boyd picks back towards second, steps off, and a lazy throw. Feliciano covers the bag. Nothing doing, as Woodson was well safe. Ellis has reached base safely in 8 of 10 conference games so far, but is 0 for his last 6 in 2 games. The 0-1 bounces in the dirt. Count even at 1 to Ellis.
It's only the last 2 where he hasn't been able to reach base. So broke the season-long on-base streak. However, still hitless against the Seagulls so far, 0 for 5 in 2 appearances. But still, what's so fascinating about that is he's gone 0 for 5, but he's still made his impact. 2 sac flies, he's driven in a couple of runs. Also 4 walks against the Seagulls so far. So he's still doing Ryan Ellis things, even though he's yet to get a hit against the Seagulls.
Had an off day yesterday. The 1-1, Woodson goes, the throw to third, not in time. I believe called a ball at home plate as well.
Yeah, 2-1, Woodson got a great jump. He was in there by a mile. Hurtado, no shot behind the plate.
First run of the game, 90 feet away here in San Bruno. Boyd down in the count against Ellis. Ellis pinch hit last night, but went 0 for 1. The 2-1 pitch, a fastball outside, and now a hitter-friendly count to Ryan Ellis, a guy who has mashed in 3-1 counts.
Well, he picks out his pitch, and when he gets it, he's able to turn on it. Only 3-0-2 down the right field line, maybe looking to turn on something.
He's done that before. The 3-1 from Boyd. Fastball outside. Ellis works a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, or yet another Ryan Ellis walk. So perhaps gets a new on-base streak started.
Perhaps he will. Nonetheless, runners on the corners, 1 down in the top of the first for Riley Winchell, the catcher today, who came up as a hero yesterday. Replaced Barrett Ronson at first base yesterday. That's his first time playing first for Walnut Creek yesterday. Went 2 for 3 after appearing from the 6th inning onwards. A single and a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 10th to walk off Alameda. First pitch from Boyd to the righty. A high breaking ball that does not find the zone.
And that was just an unbelievable swing of the bat yesterday. Really amazing moment. Probably the moment of the season here early on, about a quarter of the way through it.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Boyd, the 1-0. Ellis goes from second, called a strike at the dish, and Hurtado feigns the throw. So Ellis picks up a stolen bag. Now a 2 RBI chance for Winchell with a 1-1 count. 350 feet to the center field dirt, as this is kind of a 2 ballparks meshed into 1. 447 to dead center at the other backstop of the other field.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going deep out there today. Winchell did take on nearly dead center yesterday, kind of left of center, up over the 375 marker at Monte Vista High School. But here we got a softball field in center, about 350 feet out there. The dirt begins, and then, like you said, 442 or 447 to the 30-foot tall fence.
That it is. Winchell fouled the last offering off, so now it's 1-2. Boyd kicks and delivers. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Winchell. And Bryden Bull, the big center fielder, on deck, should Winchell work his way aboard. Winchell, a monster season at Chabot College this spring, earned himself a roster spot with Sacramento State at the Division I level this upcoming fall. Now the 2-2 from Boyd. Winchell lifts it into shallow left center field. Gilbreth tracks in, makes the grab. Woodson tags from third, and he's in standing. Sac fly to left, gets the first run across for Walnut Creek. 1-0 lead, 2 down, top of the first.
Gave that one a solid ride out to left center field. Wasn't as deep as you've seen him hit a fly ball, but with Gilbreth, the left fielder, on the move into the gap, makes it a tough throw home, so Woodson plenty of time to score. There's some kids in right field. Ball ended up on the field. They got to watch out with Bryden Bull up out there.
That they do. He's a guy that, with only 302 feet to the right field pole, Bull could do some serious damage on the pull side. Boyd still has Ellis at second base, trying to get out of his first inning of work for the Seagulls. First offering to Bull. Wave and a miss. Off speed and low.
And I will say, while it is very shallow to the pull side, I think this field plays well to Bull's strengths. Left center field gap, one of the deepest parts of the park. And he likes to go the other way towards that left center field. Also down the line and left, 357 to the left field pole. So if he can get something to left, it could roll a while.
Wind blowing in from the outfield, though. Boyd, a couple glances to second. The 0-1 home. Bull pops it up, third base side. Brewer tracking toward the Crawdad dugout, out of play. It lands without a catch. 0-2 to the Crawdad center fielder. And Bryden Bull started this season red hot, Harry, and now, I mean, he was hitting 500 at one point through 7 games. Now 353, as he's 3 for 16 in his last 3 games with Walnut Creek. But even still, the number's incredibly impressive.
Yeah, if you compare to last week, 3 for 16 compared to 8 for 16 from his Player of the Week campaign a week ago. Just kind of trying to refigure out the launch angle a bit. Get the ball lifted. He's been hitting into the ground a lot.
Boyd, the 0-2. Bull takes a fastball low and outside. And you're absolutely right. Everything has kind of been chopped hard in the dirt the last couple of games for Bryden Bull. Trying to refine that launch angle. You know, he's a hitting nerd. Has talked to us a lot about each of his hits. About the launch angle and the EV. The 1-2, wave and a miss. Foul tip into the glove. Hurtado puts the squeeze to it. And Bull strikes out in the top of the first to end the inning. We'll head to the home half. Seagulls trailing by 1. Bottom of the first here at Tom Lara Field in San Bruno. Crawdads up 1-0 after TJ Woodson, a leadoff single. Ryan Ellis worked a walk, and then Riley Winchell, a sac fly to left to drive in TJ. But after that, Bryden Bull struck out to end the inning. Anyways, Jeremy Jones, the right-hander, making his 3rd start for Walnut Creek. Each of his first 2 starts have gone 4 innings apiece. He's just been a fantastic inning eater. Facing the Seagulls lineup today, Ultreris, Brewer, and Gurman to lead off, then Wall, Lamoth, and Waldvogel, Hurtado, Gilbreth, and Feliciano to round out that final third. Ultreris in the leadoff spot, playing second base, hitting from the right side. Jones, the right-hander at Ball State University. Righty turns and delivers. Fastball high and tight. Ultreris ducks out of the way.
Brings it hot. Around 86 to 90 is the upper and lower bound for Jeremy Jones. Also brings a slider curveball to the righties.
1-0 offering, fastball down the pipe. 1-1 to Ultreris, a guy who's been struggling at the dish, Harry. Through 9 games, just 1 hit in 11 at-bats, 2 walks.
Yeah, and was 0 for 3 against the Crawdads in the game against him earlier this season, had 2 strikeouts.
1-1 pitch, hit high, foul down the right field side, out of play. Jones just trying to make quick work of this Seagulls lineup. He's faced Sonoma and Alameda, 2 of the top-tier lineups in the CCL North. Now he'll face San Francisco, who is 10th in the conference in most hitting stats. 1-2, lined into right. Aldridge, a couple steps forward, makes the grab. So Shane Aldridge in right field, Bryden Bull in center, Dylan Pettis in left, then Barrett Ronson at first, Elijah Ramos at second, Kevin Parker Jr. at short, TJ Woodson at third, Riley Winchell behind the dish, supporting Jeremy Jones. 1 out, no one on, bottom of the first for Jake Brewer, Seagull third baseman. Brewer working a 4-game hitting streak entering today's contest. First offering from Jones to him, fouled back. Jones got him to bite with a fastball.
Yeah, he lets the fastball ride as his primary pitch, and really just lets it eat again. I mean, 87, 89, that's where he lives, and that's high-level stuff.
Jones, the 0-1. Off speed and high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brewer.
Well, then don't you know, goes with the slider.
It's just goes to show you how little we know about pitching and sequencing. Jones delivers the 1-1. Fastball inner third for a strike. Brewer kind of turned his body, checked his swing. He thought it was going to be called a ball on the inside part of the plate. Instead, he's now down 1-2. Jones looking for a put-away pitch. Through 8 innings, 7 strikeouts in 2 appearances as a Crawdad. The 1-2 fastball line straight to Ramos at second. 2 batters, 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
On the righties, so far, trying to work the other way with the velocity. Letting it get a little bit deep and decent contact, but nothing to write home about. But Crawdads have guys there, so nothing doing for San Francisco so far. Though they are, again, seeing it pretty decently.
2 outs and no one on for the 3-hole hitter, Davis Gurman. First pitch from Jones. Lined high in the air, right field, hooking toward the foul pole, and it goes too far to the right. Out of play and ends up just being a strike. But Davis Gurman, rising redshirt senior at Morehead State, one of the most productive bats in the Seagull lineup, hitting from the right side. .317 average in 11 games, 7 ribbies, 7 walks to 12 strikeouts.
And one of the most effective hitters in the entire CCL as well.
He's tied for 3rd in the league with 2 homers. Jones, the 0-1. Wave and a miss. Blows a fastball past Gurman.
He's tied for 3rd with a lot of different players. It is a logjam in the CCL for guys who've hit 2 home runs. Riley Winchell, the newest to that list.
Jones.
13 total.
Kicks and fires the 0-2. Breaking ball bounces in the dirt. But yeah, it's such a logjam of home runs early in the season. I mean, you've got Del Villar, who leads the league at 4, and then one of the Oaks players at 3, and then 13 players tied at 3rd with 2 homers apiece. It'll even out as we continue on.
Yeah.
Now the 1-2 from Jones. A fastball sits at the knees, strike 3 called. 1-2-3 inning for Jeremy Jones. Back to the Crawdads offense right after this on the Crawdads Streaming Network. Welcome to the second inning here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. We would have had a pregame show today brought to you by Up the Creek Records. Up the Creek is a great record shop right next to the Ace Hardware in downtown Walnut Creek. They buy and sell new and used vinyl records, CDs, and cassettes, as well as skateboard gear and a variety of other fun gifts like yo-yos and hacky sacks. They also have an all-ages live music venue that hosts local bands every weekend. So check out who is playing at upthecreekrecords.com or their Instagram at upthecreekrecords. Today's first pitch time and temperature was 6:05, a nice 70 degrees, but very windy here in San Bruno. Today's first pitch time and temperature brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Meadowlark Dairy, bringing old town vibes and family fun since 1919. 6, 7, 8, due up for Walnut Creek. Kevin Parker Jr., Dylan Perez, and Barrett Ronson. Righty, lefty, righty. Against the left-handed pitcher Boyd. First pitch to Parker Jr., ripped foul, right field side, out of play.
Tell you, at this field, there's a lot of dangerous territory right beyond the field. I mean, you got to be looking out for foul balls. It's right on kind of just plopped into a public park here.
Indeed it is. Right in the heart of San Bruno. 0-1 pitch to Parker Jr. Breaking ball lined into shallow left field for a base hit. 2 straight innings, Walnut Creek has led off with a single.
And they've been just right on the pitcher Boyd so far. All the offerings to righties pulled through that 5-6 hole with plenty behind it on a line. And it has been nothing but easy.
Runner at first. No one out in the top of the second. Perez comes to the dish from the left side. Boyd has the handedness advantage against him. Kicks and fires. Parker Jr. goes first pitch. The throw to second is late. Also gets away from Feliciano covering the bag. Stolen base for Kevin Parker Jr. And just like that, we've started both the top of the first and the top of the second the exact same way, Harry.
Yeah, single stolen base if the trend repeats again. And that'll be recorded, and then Parker will steal third.
It's called a ball to Perez. Boyd turns and delivers the 1-0. Parker Jr. already takes off. The throw to third, offline. Hurtado. Now it gets into the outfield. Parker Jr. is going to head home. 2 stolen bases plus an E2, and the Crawdads lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. Plus, it's a 2-0 count to Perez.
Well, Parker wastes no time to take third, and good time to do so. There's just not enough velocity on the pitches by Boyd to give the catcher Hurtado a chance, so has to rush out of the squat. There makes a bad throw. Costs him a run.
Brief mound meeting. Manager for the Seagulls, Mark Cavilla, comes out and chats with the infield, including Boyd. Just a few quick words, already trotting back after less than 20 seconds out on the hill.
That's very matter of fact. Wow. Probably just saying, base is clean, reset. Get the lefty here now, 2-0, just get in the zone.
Perhaps so. We'll see if Boyd can heed the advice of Cavilla. Infield corners playing deep, the middle playing deep as well. 2-0 pitch to Perez. Fastball outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Dylan Perez, 1 for his last 14 in the past 4 games. Did have a hit yesterday, a single. Also a pair of strikeouts. His 11th game played, 176 hitter. The 3-0. Ball 4, off speed and not really close in the dirt. No out base runner for Barrett Ronson now. Right-hander with plus power against Boyd, the left-hander who really has struggled to find the zone, Harry.
And when he has, it's been hit hard, especially again by the righties. Lost the lefty Perez, who just didn't really have to think about any of those pitches. 4 straight balls. Looking for Ronson to take some rips here.
Boyd kicks and spins back with a throw to first. Lamoth fields it, but Perez takes a couple steps back to the bag. Won't even bother sliding. He's safe, the bottom line. Boyd does the same thing again, a pickoff to first. Perez retreats back with a few steps. Crawdads wearing their black tops, red lettering, gray pinstripe pants. A 3rd straight pickoff back to first for Boyd. Perez remains safe. Seagulls, on the other hand, black tops with blue piping, white letters. Little dark blue outline around the white letters, and all white pants. First offering to Ronson, runner goes. Called a strike at the plate, no throw. Perez will steal uncontested.
I mean, they're just running wild. 6 stolen bases now. 'That is unbelievable.
Crawdads maximizing their speed on the base paths. Pettis dancing at second. 0-1 pitch to Ronson. Off speed, at the knees, called a strike. Pettis looked like he was about to take off, was dancing back and forth.
Thought so. It's been the trend. Take second, take third.
No outs. RBI chance in the top of the second for Ronson. Boyd steps off, throws to second, and Pettis back on the base standing. Gust of wind blows in here from right field into home plate. Ronson in an 0-2 hole. Enters today a .265 hitter. Boyd will step off again. No throw, just kind of a composure thing. Staring back at Pettis. Now focuses his attention back at home plate. A double take. The 0-2. Bounces in the dirt. 1-2 to Barrett Ronson. Undecided after a fantastic season at Santa Ana College. Now Ultreris over from second to have a chat with Boyd at the back of the mound. Perhaps some communication, Harry, about how to cover Pettis at second?
Yeah, making sure everyone's on the same page. I mean, it seems like they just haven't worried about runners much, though.
Boyd brings the 1-2 home. Ronson fouls it back. He was well out ahead of that off-speed pitch, but just stays alive.
Yeah, we see that the curveball is coming in about low 60s. That was the slider there, but you really got to stay back against this pitcher. Be patient.
So Boyd, very different from the CCL average. Fastballs average about 87 miles an hour. Breaking balls high 70s, but Boyd, 83, his maximum fastball velocity, high 60s on the breaking ball is certainly a change of pace for Walnut Creek. Home plate umpire calls time, now ready to go again. Boyd winds and delivers the 1-2. Breaking ball outside. Count even at 2 to Ronson.
We're at second. Pettis really in the mind of Boyd. He slide steps the pitch before, then kind of checked back in the midst of his leg lift in that pitch. So perhaps why you saw the bit wild on the accuracy there.
2-2 pitch to Ronson. Breaking ball ripped just past the manager Brent Cummings manning third base for Walnut Creek. He had to duck out of the way.
Watch out.
Almost got drilled.
That was far too close.
Still 2-2 to Ronson, though. Guy who has 9 hits this season, just 2 for extra bases, despite all the power in that bat. Both of those are doubles. No one out, top of the second. Pettis at second base. The 2-2 to Ronson. High chopper to third. Brewer charges forward, collects the throw across the diamond in time.
I mean, that felt like Boyd had to do a lot of work just to get the one out. A run already across in the inning because of the speed of the Crawdads. But, man, just, again, a lot of work and a lot on the mind of the pitcher Boyd having to deal with the runner out there at second. And he's kind of staring back right now to shortstop Feliciano, just trying to, again, communicate about who's going to cover, how they're going to cover, and how many looks to give. Now the lefty Aldridge, who rounds it out, comes up.
Aldridge, the right fielder at the dish. First pitch to him. Fastball outer third, called a strike. Shane Aldridge had a hit yesterday. Went 1 for 3 in total, also walked. Had the previous game off. This is his 11th game as a Crawdad. Boyd, lefty-lefty matchup. The 0-2 out of the stretch. The 0-1, excuse me. Off speed in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Menlo College man. Aldridge, 2 walks this season, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts. One of those hits a double. Looking to round back into form after hitting .333 in 44 starts at Menlo College this spring. Boyd brings home the 1-1. Fastball outside. 2-1 to Aldridge. Woodson's on deck. Lineup ready to turn over for Walnut Creek. And the first out in each of these innings, Harry, they've started off the same with a pair of hits, and then the first out in both the top of the first and the top of the second, a 5-3 putout.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch from Boyd. Fastball low and away.
But that again goes to show you about the experience of facing him. I mean, the righty's pulling the ball hard on the ground. It's going to be an active day over at the hot corner.
Brewer thus far, 2 well-handled, hard-hit grounders. The 3-1 to Aldridge. Taken outside, ball 4. 2 walks in this inning following Parker Jr.'s leadoff single. Runners at first and second with 1 out in the top of the second inning.
I just don't think Crawdad batters right now are intimidated by anything Boyd's bringing. Just stepping up to the plate with absolute confidence that if they get something good to hit, they will hit it. But if not, no need to go after it. Just take your base.
Woodson hits in his last 2 plate appearances. First offering from Boyd. Waving a foul tip into the glove. It's just out ahead of that fastball. Perez with plus speed at second. Aldridge, lots of speed at first. Both taking large leads. Infield playing at the outfield grass. Outfielded straight away. 0-1 pitch, both runners go. The throw over to third is not on line. Double steal for the Crawdads, avoids the double play opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, just not even close. I mean, Perez went into third standing. The throw was coming to him. He was in easily.
Was called a strike on Woodson. Now he's down 0-2 in this count. Boyd looking for a put away. Off speed fouled away right at Elijah Ramos in the on deck circle toward third. Crawdads in command early, top of the second, 1 out. They lead by 2. Perez at third, Aldridge at second. Cameron Boyd comes home on the 0-2 pitch. Woodson grounds it foul third base side again.
And you just got to make the adjustment when you're not seeing high velocity to try to go up the middle, bring it back right where it comes from, because then if you have that mindset, you end up actually out in front of something a little bit, you end up pulling it through the left side for a knock, and, well, if you're able to keep your approach pure, then you just go up the middle.
Lamoth at first, playing up on the infield grass. Ultreras backs up, shifted closer to the second base bag. The 0-2 again. Woodson takes strike 3, off-speed pitch at his knees. How about that frame job from Armando Hurtado? Gets an extra strike called.
Made it look pretty good. That one was definitely out there and down. Woodson, not a very happy walk back to the dugout, and I wouldn't be either. That probably usually not called a strike.
Nonetheless, 2 on, 2 down, top of the second for Ramos. Grounded out to third. First pitch, a fastball high. Boyd in this inning, just 2 first pitch balls. Other 3 have been first pitch strikes. Even though he's attacking early, hasn't been able to find a ton of success. This pitch, the 0-1, driven into shallow center. Germund comes under it and makes the grab. Crawdads strand a pair on the paths. They lead 2-0 though, courtesy of Kevin Parker Jr. reaching on the E2 back home. We'll take a break and head to the bottom of the second. Seagulls trying to get on the board offensively. Bottom of the second here in San Bruno. The Crawdads lead 2-0 over the San Francisco Seagulls. Jeremy Jones went 1-2-3 against Ultreris, Brewer, and German, the top three for San Francisco. Now the first two lefties and the only two lefties in the Seagull order. Tanner Wall, Christian Lamoth, and then Derek Waldvogel.
Gonna have to deal with the high velocity fastball that Jeremy Jones was riding hard in the first for the 1-2-3 inning.
Jones sets between the belt and the letters, kicks and fires. First pitch, a fastball grounded over to second. Diving effort from Ramos to the glove side. The pick and the throw in time.
Nice, and he looked like he was making that play in slow motion, very smooth with it, Ramos. Sure of his footing, taking the dive, going full extension. Kind of at the last second, looked like he was gonna get it on the backhand at first, but got over there anyways. Made it look good.
Four down for Jones. Now Lamoth to the dish, a guy who hit a home run against the Crawdads earlier this season. Jones kicks and fires, a fastball upstairs.
He did, however, in his other 9 at-bats against the Crawdads. No hits, 3 strikeouts.
Lamoth is also 1 for 12 in his last 5 games. Certainly looking for some answers. First pitch, or pardon me, the 1-0 pitch, driven high and deep to left. Perez tracks under it, moving back and to the left, makes the grab.
That ball's good, too, giving a good ride out to left. A lot of room to run out there. It's kind of like foul territory in the Oakland Coliseum. It is deep out to left, so Perez a long way to run, just went into top gear, full speed ahead, and got to the spot.
And I think, Harry, if that's at Monte Vista, that has a chance of leaving the yard opposite field.
It did, 92 off the bat. Man, it left it hot. I think a little too low still, but might have, I mean, Perez might have been playing in a little farther, so it could have ridden over his head off the wall, perhaps.
Anyway, 2 outs. Waldvogel comes to the dish. First pitch from Jones. Breaking ball, wave and a miss. Waldvogel, the right fielder. 10 games, 241 hitter, a second-year San Francisco Seagull. Last year hit 226 in 31 games. Jones bends over on the pier in, now back up top. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball just high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Waldvogel. Rising redshirt junior, formerly of Skyline College. It's undecided where he's going next. Jones, the 1-1. Fastball fouled away over the seats toward right field. Out of play. Hurtado's on deck, the right-handed hitting catcher. Jones, 1 strikeout, caught German looking on 4 pitches. Now the 1-2, Waldvogel takes an inner third fastball for a strike. 2 strikeouts for Jeremy Jones, 6 up, 6 retired. Looking magnificent here in the first couple of innings against San Francisco. We'll take a break, head to the top of the third. Crawdads back up to bat after this. Top of the third, heart of the Crawdad order due up. Ellis, Winchell, and Bull. And San Francisco brings in a new pitcher, Caleb Garrison, the right-hander, rising junior at Laney College. One of the best guys on Laney's staff. 19 appearances, 5 starts, 3 saves, 57 2/3 innings pitched. This year for the Seagulls, 7 innings, 2 appearances. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, got the loss against the Crawdads and the 9-4 loss on the 7th.
Working against a dangerous spot. Ellis in the 3 spot, Winchell cleanup, and Bull 5th. Big righty sets high above his head. Now comes down to the chest. First pitch to Ellis, fastball fouled back. 0-1 to Ellis, walked on 5 pitches in the first, then stole a base, but was later stranded after Winchell's sacrifice fly brought in Woodson, but not Ellis. He had to stay put at second. Garrison, the 0-1. Fastball hit high and deep, left center field. Gilbreth tracks back and makes the catch.
And yet again, pretty nice contact off the bat of Ryan Ellis. A couple lefties on both lineups, trying that left field spot and putting a jolt into it, giving it some ride.
Tough wind
Yeah,
to go the other way.
Just a tough field to go the other way in general. There's a lot of space for the outfielder to sprint over, cover the ground.
Very true. Now Winchell at the dish. No one on, 1 out. First pitch, a fastball at the knees, strike 1. Winchell hit the sac fly into left field that scored Woodson. That was the first run of the game for Walnut Creek. Leading 2-0. Garrison and the Seagulls trying to quiet down the Crawdad bats. The 0-1 grounded softly to first. Lamoth picks it up and takes it to the bag himself. 4 pitches for 2 outs in the top of the third. It's exactly what Mark Cavilla and the Seagulls were looking for from Garrison.
Big time change of pace from Cameron Boyd, who just really struggled to get outs and even just to get strikes. It was a tough start for the lefty, but now this tall righty here, 6'5". He's gone as much as 5 innings in an outing, so he can give you some work. 7 hits, 4 earned runs, though, last time he went 5.
2 outs, now he faces Bryden Bull. First pitch, the fastball fouled away over the Crawdad dugout towards third. Out of play.
Bull swinging a pink bat now, too.
Yeah, this is Bull debuting that bat.
It's like, I always love the Mother's Day MLB games when everyone's wearing all the pink. Kind of what it's looking like right now.
Yeah, very the same. Solid, hot pink bat for Bryden Bull, the rising redshirt freshman at Ole Miss.
It's a good look.
I love it. Garrison, the 0-1. Bull takes a fastball outside.
Maybe said, you know, I'm slumping a little bit with the other one. Try and change it up. Get back to the player of the week status he had last week.
Slump buster bat, perhaps. We shall see. Garrison kicks and fires. 1-1 pitch, fouled back. Another fastball. 1-2 count to Bull. Struck out swinging on 4 pitches in the first. Had a 7-game hitting streak going from June 7th to June 17th. Broke that with an 0 for 4 day yesterday. The 1-2 from Garrison. Bull takes a heater outside. 2-2 count, no one on, 2 outs in the top of the third. Crawdads lead by 2. Seagulls have gone to Garrison. He got 2 outs on 4 pitches to start this inning. We're going to keep the Crawdads quiet. The righty's 2-2. Outer third, fastball called strike 3. And Bull 0 for 2 today to start this Friday evening contest. We'll take a break, head to the bottom of the third right after this. Bottom of the third. Later on today on social media, we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Worth Group Restaurants, a local collection of East Bay restaurants owned and operated by Rodney Worth, including the Peasant and the Pear in Danville, the Bourbon Pear in Livermore, and the Golden Pear in Walnut Creek. Worth Group Restaurants, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Crawdads lead by 2, bottom of the third, against the San Francisco Seagulls, and it's Hurtado, Gilbreth, and Feliciano, 7, 8, and 9. Facing Jeremy Jones and Harry, 6 up, 6 down for the Crawdad starter.
Trying to go through the lineup one time, facing the minimum with perfection.
First pitch to Hurtado, breaking ball at the knees, called a strike.
Also, I feel like it's worth mentioning, he's got 2 strikeouts, but the first one, the 100th strikeout of the season for Crawdads pitching.
Certainly a milestone. It's impressive to have been reached so early. The 0-1 to Hurtado, another breaking ball low and outside. 1-1 to the Seagulls catcher. Had a throwing error in the top of the second that allowed Kevin Parker Jr. to come home after his steal attempt of third. 1-1 pitch from Jones, high and tight fastball. Hurtado, 207 hitter in 11 games for the Seagulls this summer. Was a 280 hitter at Coppin State in 43 games this spring. Jones, the 2-1. Fastball ripped on a line, shallow left for a base hit. First of the game for San Francisco. And perhaps a little something going offensively here in the bottom of the third, no one out.
Yeah, the single breaks up. The perfect game breaks up the no-hitter. First base runner, first hit. Also breaks up the rhythm. Jeremy Jones, perhaps. Bottom of this order, a chance to set the table for the top and try and produce some runs. That would be big for this lineup that really has just been flagging for the last week. It feels like 212 as a team. It's 12th in the CCL.
Jacob Gilbraith, the left fielder. First pitch to him, fastball fouled weakly down the third base line. 0-1 to the rising junior at Gavilan College. Gilbraith working with no one out. Hurtado's at first. Seagulls looking for offensive momentum any way they can find it. Jones out of the stretch. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball line deep into center field. Bull turns his shoulder, drifts back, and makes the grab.
It's a good read. Just instantly drop step, race back, and just short of the softball field and center makes the catch. So nice play by the tall center fielder. On a pretty hard hit ball.
That it was.
102 off the bat.
Wow. But in any case, 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the third. Feliciano from the right side. First pitch from Jones, off speed down the middle. Feliciano, another guy struggling at the dish this year. 12 games, 37 at-bats, just 5 hits. Good for a 135 average. 0-1 pitch, wave and a miss. Out in front of an off-speed pitch from Jones.
Really good slider. Snapped it off, working off the fastball. Way out in front was the 9-hitter Feliciano. Man.
Hurtado, a short lead at first. Jones, the 0-2. Feliciano swings and misses, another slider low. 3 pitches for the strikeout, third of the day for Jeremy Jones. 2 outs in the bottom of the third now for Ultreris at the top of the Seagulls lineup.
Well, and even though the 8 and 9 hitters weren't able to cash in and move Hurtado over, you still see the value of getting the leadoff knock as the 7-hitter sets it up for the top of the order with a runner on.
Ultreris trying to at least get it to Brewer, a guy who's been hot lately. First pitch, soared. Outer third slider was pure filth from Jones. Got just a half swing.
Yeah, not the ideal result as a hitter. Next pitch, though.
Jones out of the stretch. The 0-1. Fastball lined into right field, foul.
Runner from first was going. He kind of stumbled on his way up to second. Armando Hurtado. They're calling him AJ Hurtado, too. But the catcher trying to get on the move. Not exactly what you'd expect.
Perhaps not, but Seagulls just trying everything. Down by 2 to a team they have not beat yet in 2026. A team that they didn't beat in 2025 at all. Jones, the 0-2. Ultreras check swing, low slider, called strike 3 at the dish. 4 strikeouts on the day for Jeremy Jones, and he is just filthy right now. We'll take a break. Top of the 4th coming up. The Crawdads still lead by 2. The California Collegiate League's biggest event of the summer is coming to Reno, Nevada on Saturday, July 4th. The 2026 CCL All-Star Game will bring together the league's top players and future professional prospects at Greater Nevada Field, home of the Reno Aces. Following the game, fans will enjoy a spectacular fireworks show as part of the America 250 celebration. To purchase tickets and learn more, visit www.calsummerball.com. Top of the 4th, Parker Jr., Perez, and Ronson to lead this inning off. Caleb Garrison, the right-hander for San Francisco, got through 1 inning of work, just 1, 2, 3, a fly out to Ellis, a ground out to Winchell, and a strikeout looking on Bryden Bull. Parker Jr. leads off an inning for the 2nd time today. It's 1 for 1, a single, and 2 stolen bags. Later came in to score in that attempt, stealing 3rd, throwing error from behind the dish. Hurtado allowed him to go home too. Garrison, first pitch, fastball inside.
This was the exact formula that worked out for a run in the 2nd inning. Parker got on with a single, then stole the 3rd.
1-0 offering from Garrison. Off speed at the knees. Strike 1 to Parker Jr.
And an errant throw over there got him to walk on home. So I guess it was just all him pretty much.
Yeah. Crawdads just playing fundamental baseball on the paths. 1-1 from Garrison. Fastball well low. 2-1 to the Crawdad infielder slash utility man. Played briefly in right field yesterday to spell Shane Aldridge for a half inning. Then later came in to play in the infield. 2-1, a fastball at the knees, strike 2. Parker Jr. with that hit earlier today, hit just his 4th in conference play and a 12-game span now. Kind of been struggling at the dish of late. Looking for some rhythm. 2-2 from Garrison. Breaking ball hit high in the air, foul territory, right field side. Lamoth chasing over from first, but it's into the Seagull bullpen. Both Lamoth and Hurtado gave it some chase from first and behind the dish. Middle infield playing deep on Parker Jr. Garrison looking for the first out in the 4th. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball ripped on a line deep into left. Gilbreth going back, leaps up, misses with the glove. Parker Jr. extra bases, rounds first, and he's into 2nd standing. A leadoff double for Kevin Parker Jr. 2 for 2 day for him.
Man, scorched off the bat over 100. 101 miles an hour off the right-hand stick of Kevin Parker, who's now 2 for 2, halfway to the cycle as well. He's kind of been really struggling as of late, so good to see him getting rhythm here against the hard-throwing righty after getting the base hit against the much softer delivering Cameron Boyd. Man, that was scorched.
Yeah, certainly caught up to the heat there from Garrison. Now it's Perez with an RBI chance. No one out in the top of the 4th. Garrison kicks and fires. This one popped up, right field side. Ultreras over from second towards the line. in foul territory, makes the grab. Now 1 out in the top of the 4th, and Ronson comes up.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Barrett Ronson.
Ronson grounded out, hard hit to third, but Brewer collected on 1 hop and retired him at first last time up. Parker Jr. gives himself a 12-foot lead at second base. Garrison now stepping into the rubber from the first base side. Right-hander winds and fires. Ronson, first pitch he sees, rocketed on a line into left. They'll give the wave to Parker Jr. from second, and the throw home, not in time. RBI single for Barrett Ronson. 3-0 lead for Walnut Creek. 1 out in the top of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 4, Shane
Actually a pretty nice throw home, but the speed of Kevin Parker too much for the left fielder Gilbert to deal with. No shot at him. Now 2 runs scored for Parker. He's making his early case for player of the game after that double, man.
I would agree.
And the Crawdads continuing to use that pull side well. Fastball only around 81, 83 again from the righty, so kind of similar from the lefty. And that one 100 plus off the bat again.
First pitch to Shane Aldridge popped up behind the stands and well out of play. 0-1 to Aldridge. 1 out RBI single for Ronson. He remains at first. Aldridge and the Crawdads trying to extend the lead. Shane walked on 5 pitches in the second and stole a base. He was left stranded. Garrison out of the stretch. The 0-1 hit into the left center gap. Gilbraith to his left makes the catch. Now 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Lineup does turn anew. TJ Woodson comes to the dish for the 3rd time today. Woodson 1 for 2. Had a single to lead off this game in the top of the 1st. Stole 2 bases. Came in to score on the Winchell sac fly. Then struck out looking on 3 pitches in the 2nd. Garrison's first pitch. Woodson squares bunt and fouls it behind home plate on the ground. Kind of an interesting spot with 2 outs to try and lay down a bunt, Harry.
I guess the surprise factor, what they're going for, surprised us. Jake Brewer at third was playing back. Still playing back, not really worried about the bunt too much, but Woodson's shown he can do it. He's a good bunter. But more than that, he's a good hitter. He's been swinging it so hot.
Throw back to first from Garrison. Ronson slides head first, safe.
And there, Brewer did actually begin to creep in at third, so I expect to see Woodson swinging away.
I tend to agree. Bunt probably just a mind game. 0-1 from Garrison. Fastball on the inner third. Strike 2. Woodson, after the 2 doubles yesterday, brought his batting average up to .290 on the season in league play. He's looking really good manning the infield. 0-2 from Garrison. High chopper to third. Brewer charging in, deflects off the palm of his glove. Woodson safe at first, no throw. E5, they'll rule it. Runners at second and first for Ramos now.
second baseman, number 9.
That's a tough play. You try to either attack the short hop or the long hop, and got to the short hop, but it was off such a high hop that it's kind of hard to make that timing. Tried to slap the glove to it, but just off the heel, just misjudged it a touch. So Brewer, a rare hiccup. We've seen him play a nice third base over there today.
Absolutely. Now Ramos at the plate for Walnut Creek. Garrison, a couple glances at second, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball lined into left center. Base hit for Ramos. And manager Brant Cummings gives Barrett Ronson the wave. The throw to home, not in time. Gets behind Hurtado. Woodson and Ramos will stay put at second and first, respectively. But how about another RBI single in the top of the 4th? 4-0 Walnut Creek leads with 2 outs. This time courtesy of Elijah Ramos. His first hit of the day.
And it's just been consistent high exit velo swings, pulling to the left side in the air on a line. It's just a beautiful approach from the Crawdads righties so far. Lefties yet to kind of get in on the fun, but man, they're swinging it well, especially at the top.
Ellis, the first lefty with a chance to get on with a hit for Walnut Creek. First pitch to him, fastball low.
Still a goose egg in the in the hit column against the Seagulls this year. He kind of wants to get that monkey off his back.
Yeah, 0 for 6 Ellis is, but walked earlier in the first, which I do believe is his 5th walk against the Seagulls.
Yeah, he's racked him up.
1-0 pitch from Garrison. Hit hard, line drive to center field. Base hit for Ellis, and Woodson gets the wave. He'll come in to score. Ramos going for third. He's in a head-first slide. Back-to-back RBI singles. 5-0 lead for Walnut Creek. This time, Ellis gets it done. 2 outs in the top of the 4th still.
And there you go. That's what Ellis has been waiting for. 98 right back up the chute, and that's how he gets it off. Gets the monkey off his back. An RBI knock. That ball was hammered.
Yeah, Ellis was over his last 7 entering this at-bat, and finally breaks the mini slump.
It's rare to see him ever go 1 game hitless. How about a few, though?
Mound meeting for San Francisco. Pitching coach comes out to have a chat with Garrison and the infield. Riley Winchell, the cleanup man, now up to bat with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Early 5-0 lead for Walnut Creek. Not yet through 3.5. Seagulls looking for their final out in this half inning.
Riley Winchell.
But 3 runs have come across. RBI singles from Ronson, Ramos, and Ellis. Garrison, first pitch to Winchell. A fastball low and outside. Bryden Bull on deck. Heart of the Crawdad order, just so potent. Winchell takes some time, now back into the right-handed batter's box. Garrison spinning the ball with his right hand behind his back thigh in plain view of Ryan Ellis. Now brings it into the glove. Sets letter high. 1-0 to Winchell, blasted into deep left field. Gilbraith moving to the wall. That one's out of here! Back-to-back games with bombs for Riley Winchell. And 2 straight 3-run homers for the Crawdad catcher. 8-0 in the top of the 4th with 2 outs.
363 feet out to left. What's that exit velo?
96 miles an hour off the bat.
Man, he really crushed it. I mean, that just kept up going in the jet stream. Again, 363 feet. Took on left field, which is deep out there, but never was even a question if that one was going to leave. That just kept on going.
Wow. Riley Winchell now tied for 2nd in the CCL in homers, leads the Crawdads with 3. First offering to Bull, fastball low.
There you go. Yeah, he gets out of the 13-player pack of guys with 2 homers in the CCL.
Riley Winchell red hot in the last 2 games. Garrison, 1-0 pitch to Bull, hard hit on the ground, squeaks through between 2nd and 1st for a base hit. Crawdads have now batted around in the top of the 4th. So Parker Jr. back up to bat for the 2nd time this inning. And Bryden Bull, a pair of strikeouts entering this inning, and now gets one on the base knock. JB Ferreira, the right-hander warming up for San Francisco, a guy the Crawdads have seen this season, as Caleb Garrison, his day, quickly becoming a nightmare. Parker Jr., 2 for 2. Single and a double, working with 2 outs and Bull at first. Garrison's first delivery, a fastball high.
And Parker kind of gets an extra shot. I mentioned halfway to the cycle, got the single and the double. Chance to add to that effort in the same inning that he started earlier.
1-0 from Garrison. At the knees, called a strike. And Harry, to your credit, this is probably one of the best parks to hit a triple, especially if you're Kevin Parker Jr., who has a ton of speed. The gaps in the outfield are rather deep.
Yeah, pull it down the left field line, too. Got a lot of runway.
1-1 to Parker Jr., off speed and well outside.
This is the oddest ballpark I think I've seen, definitely, for the CCL so far.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of the most unique in the California Collegiate League, that's for sure. Garrison, 2-1 pitch. Parker Jr. cranks one into deep left. Gilbraith going back to the wall. Gone! Kevin Parker Jr., a 2-run blast. 10-0 Walnut Creek.
Just needs that triple now. And he did it. I mean, that ball was hit even farther by 1 foot. Beat his teammate Riley Winchell, 364.
99 miles an hour off the bat. And now out comes Mark Caviglia, the manager for San Francisco. Caleb Garrison, nightmare game. He's allowed 8 runs through an inning and 2/3. Now he'll head to the bench. We'll step aside on the Crawdads streaming network, and we'll be back after the pitching change. Back on the Crawdad streaming network for the top of the 4th. It continues. No one out, 2 on in the top of the 4th. Connor Wood, the right-hander, out of the bullpen to relieve Caleb Garrison. Here's Perez working with 2 outs. First pitch to him, a strike at the knees. And Caleb Garrison, 8 runs come across on 6 hits in his inning and 2/3. All of those hits came in this top of the 4th. 0-1 pitch to Perez from Wood. Hit into foul territory, left field, out of play.
And it depends on who you ask, but it ended up being that the grounded to third by TJ Woodson that we initially dubbed an error is going down as a hit on our live stats.
That is a very interesting ruling.
But that error would make the difference of 8 earned runs on the line of Caleb Garrison. Every single run would be unearned if that were logged an error, but it's calling it a hit, so 8 earned runs.
You would think the home team would want to score an error for the away team. 0-2 to Perez. Another fastball fouled away and into the parking lot toward left. Bounces off one of the brick garages back there. Industrial-looking garages. Wood shakes off a pair of calls from Hurtado. Has the ball and the glove at his face, pulls it down to the letters. Now the 0-2. Perez, another foul ball on a line toward the Crawdad dugout at third.
And not what you usually see Connor Wood wearing the sunglasses on the mound. Though it's pretty much completely shaded now from the pitcher's mound to home plate.
Yeah, Connor Wood, certainly a unique kind of guy. 6'2", 215 pounds from Dalton Gardens, Idaho. Goes to Skagit Valley College, where he did not play as a true freshman this spring, so he redshirted. This is his 5th appearance for San Francisco. 0-2 to Perez. Fastball fouled away again. This time well behind home plate straight away. Bounces off the bathrooms.
A lot of obstacles here, close by this field.
Yeah, foul balls are dangerous, especially with collegiate hitters playing at San Bruno Park here.
Glad I parked 5 minutes away.
Certainly a smart move.
Hmm.
The 0-2 again from Wood. Breaking ball, wave and a miss. Perez swings out of his shoes, and finally the Seagulls escape the nightmare top of the fourth. 10-0 lead for Walnut Creek heading to the home half. Seagulls trying to get on the board right after this. Bottom of the fourth, Jeremy Jones has gotten through 3 innings thus far. Just 1 hit allowed, 4 strikeouts against the San Francisco batters. Crawdads put up 8 in the top of the fourth on 6 hits and an error. They just started to mash. Either way, Brewer, Gurman, and Wall, the first 3 that Jones will face.
And Jones has had a long time to sit and think about what he's going to throw, how he's going to attack these hitters, but as well as that, arm maybe cooling off a bit.
Righty kicks and delivers, a fastball high and inside on Brewer.
This is a good part of the lineup for the Seagulls, too, to try and get really anything back here. At this point, 10-0 in the fourth. You're just trying to kind of take the small wins.
1-0 pitch from Jones, a fastball fouled away. 1-1 to Brewer. Lined out on a hard hit ball over to second base. Diving effort from Elijah Ramos to make the squeeze. But Brewer, in the top of the Seagulls order, has been really good this season. Entered today hitting .265, 3 ribbies, 1 extra base hit, 6 walks to 14 strikeouts. Jeremy Jones, the 1-1 pitch. Slider at the knees, called a strike. And he's just been pinpoint, Harry.
Really commanding well with the fastball and the slider. Haven't seen the curveball, I don't think hardly at all. Maybe once or twice, but the slider fastball, good combo working for him right now.
Now the 1-2, Jones, another slider, weakly grounded back to him on the mound. He'll flip to Ronson at first with plenty of time for the out. 1 out, no one on, bottom of the fourth for Davis Gurman.
Number 9, Davis Gurman.
Gurman 0 for 1, a strikeout looking to end the first inning. Another right-handed batter in the order for the Seagulls. First pitch from Jones, slider at the knees. That had some wicked movement north and south.
Really, really nice. Knee buckler.
Jones bends over, peering in, has the call from Winchell. Now the 0-1 pitch. Another slider ripped on a line to left field, base hit, trailing into foul territory for extra bases. Perez has to dig it out of the deep corner, and Gurman rounding second. The throw from Perez offline, gave it a mighty rip. But how about a sliding triple for Davis Gurman with 1 out in the fourth?
And all the way down there, Dylan Perez had to run up a hill to field that ball. I mean, just on the continued narrative of this field, playing very, very strangely. There's a hill in left field that extends into foul territory, but is also in play, and he had to go a long way to retrieve that ball. And that's exactly the blueprint for how Kevin Parker Jr. can hit for the cycle today. Is hit it down that third base left field side.
Now Tanner Wall steps in. Jones misses high with the first fastball. So Gurman wasted little time. 1 out base runner at third First run of the game for the Seagulls, 90 feet away. Wall 0 for 1, grounded out to second today. 1-0 from Jones, fastball foul tipped into Winchell's glove. Miles Tencher, the right-hander, starting to throw warm-up pitches for Walnut Creek. Got to imagine they'll give Jones the whole inning here. He's gone 4 innings every other start. 1-1, wave and a miss, a fastball low. Lamoth on deck, the second of the 2 straight lefties in the 4 and 5 spots for the Seagulls. Jones shakes off 2 signs from Winchell, agrees to the third. The righty's 1-2 pitch. Fastball grounded weakly to third. Backhand from Woodson, the throw across the diamond. 1 hops, Bronson misses. Gurman scores from third. And Wall is safe at first on the E5 RBI. 10-1, Walnut Creek still leads in the bottom of the 4th.
It's funny you say they still lead. Got a long way before. This one might be a non-Crawdads lead.
Perhaps so.
But hey, perhaps the start of the rally too. 10-1, chasing 9. Seagulls still plenty of time to come back. Only the bottom of the 4th.
Especially a guy like Lamoth at the dish, short right field porch. First pitch, a breaking ball below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes to the Seagull first baseman. Flew out to left on a hard hit fly out. Jones still working with a runner on. This time it's Wall at first. The 1-0 to Lamoth. Fastball bounces on 1 hop and goes over Winchell's head. Wild pitch allows Wall to take second.
And Seagulls batters too, starting to see the stuff from Jeremy Jones a bit better, as well as that Jones perhaps losing a little bit of command here with the off-speed. Again, kind of naturally got iced by the Crawdads offense, just doing so well, batting around. So Miles Tencher is warming up in the bullpen. The funky righty.
Had a great outing last time. Jones, 1-0 delivery, a fastball high and away. 2-0 to Lamoth. Pardon me, 3-0 count to Lamoth after the wild pitch. Waldvogel's on deck. Jones comes home. Fastball down the pipe. Get me over. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Jones and the Crawdads. A 9-run lead. Seagulls trying to claw back. Here's the 3-1. Lamoth hits a high chopper up the middle. Over from short is Kevin Parker Jr. Makes the play, moving glove side to the left, and throws Lamoth out at first. It's a beautiful 6-3 ground out. Does move the runner over. Wall goes to third.
Yeah, real nice play. Just coming in, had the angle at short to cut it off behind second. And what that does, it also just shortens the throw to first, too. As a shortstop, that's a fun play to make because you have to give so much effort going to your glove side to run to the ball, make the play, but then a nice short throw from about where second base is.
2 outs brings up Waldvogel. First pitch, fastball outer third. 0-1 to the Seagull right fielder. Waldvogel struck out looking on 4 pitches in the second. Wall at third. Seagulls trying to score their second of the game. The 0-1 bounces in the dirt.
Nice pick.
Yeah, left-handed batter's box, but how about Winchell? Had the home run, nice pick. He can do it all, can't he, Harry?
Sure can. He's him.
I would agree. Early candidate for player of the week.
Yeah.
And player of the game, too.
He's building a pretty darn good case. Defensively was outstanding against the Legends.
1-1. Fastball fouled away toward the Crawdad dugout on a couple of bounces.
So showed off the defense, and a couple days later, the next couple of days, I should say, showed off the power again.
Kind of a power outage. Hit the first homer of the season for Walnut Creek against these Seagulls on Saturday, June 7th.
And took a little while, you're right.
1-2 from Jones. Slider low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Waldvogel. San Mateo native. Goes to Skyline College, so just coming down the road to play his college ball, his summer ball, I should say, in San Bruno. Jones, the 2-2 delivery. Fastball, pardon me, a slider, check swing. The appeal to first base, Waldvogel did go around, so he has 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Crawdads still lead by 9, trying to extend it right after this. Top of the 5th, 10-1 lead for Walnut Creek over the San Francisco Seagulls here in San Bruno. Tom Lara Field. Ronson, Aldridge, and Woodson, 8-9-1 due up for the Crawdads. Currently on a 3-game winning streak and in the driver's seat trying to extend it to 4 here against San Francisco.
Looking pretty good.
Connor Wood recorded the last out in the 4th. Kicks and fires his first pitch to Ronson. Wave and a miss. Nice fastball low in the zone.
But this is exactly what we've been waiting for the Crawdads offense to do. It's been a little bit since they've gotten up to the double digits.
Now the 0-1 pitch to Ronson. Slider hit high in the air to center field. Gurman camps under it, moving over to his left and puts it on a squeeze. 1 out in the top of the 5th for Aldridge.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Shane Aldridge.
Aldridge 0 for 1, walked on 5 pitches in the 2nd, stole a base, and then flew out to left field in the 4th. Now there's a dog on the field in left center field.
Oh no. Oh no.
And the
It's a corgi.
owner trying to coax it away from left field. And now going to start trotting out. This could be an extended delay. Gilbreth
that's fine.
in left field trying to coax it out as well.
Oh, it really likes Gilbreth. He's taking a
And this
New
is kind of what
friend.
happens when you don't have a completely fenced-in field, Harry.
No, this is crazy. A lot of people walking their dogs around here. Most of them on leashes, but hey, I mean, we're not judging those who
Well,
want to let
you
the
might
dogs
not be.
run. I've heard corgis are a dog breed that is perhaps one of the least smart.
They are very cute, at least, as the dog's now running back towards center field
Away
from
from
the
the
left
owner.
field line.
Wow.
Going to get a little play-by-play here on the dog. The owner coming out. There's
With the leash. Yeah, there we go.
My goodness.
I can analyze that for you too. That's excellent form. 2 hands went in, you know. 1 on the leash, 1 on the collar. Excellently done.
About a minute delay here in San Bruno, but everybody gets treated to seeing a dog in the field.
That's my favorite part of the game so far.
Back to action. Aldridge, left-handed batter's box. The righty Wood turns and fires. Fastball outside. Ronson was retired on just 2 pitches to start this 5th inning. Aldridge looking for his first hit today. It's 1 for 3 yesterday. Single and a walk. Wood kicks and delivers. Wave and a miss. Technically, the home plate umpire is going to say foul tip into the catcher Hurtado's glove. Nice breaking pitch there. Wood now the 1-1 offering. Fastball inside. 2-1 to Shane Aldridge. Connor Wood entered today. 5 2/3 innings pitched for the Seagulls. 12 hits, 11 earned runs. 2-1. High chopper over towards second. Ultreris collects, takes his time, throws to the bag, and Aldridge out by 1 step at first.
Man, I mean, even up 9 runs, Aldridge making a play at a ground ball to second, a close play at first. That's awesome. I mean, that's exactly what I feel like summer ball. It's kind of the pinnacle of summer ball. Is just trying to separate yourself from others, increase your stock as a college player, and even just like that, showing hustle on the ground out to second.
Here's Woodson with 2 outs, no one on in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Wood, a fastball misses upstairs. But absolutely, I mean, love to see it when all these players on both teams legging out infield ground balls, trying to score some extra hits. 1-0 pitch to Woodson, check swing, fastball in the zone. It's called a strike.
Yeah, and people truly take notice of it too. I mean, again, especially in a blowout game here in the 5th, 10-1, still burning it down the line. That's commendable.
Absolutely, coaches take note of the hustle and the extra stats. 1-1, Woodson fouls it toward the Crawdad dugout at third. 1-2. Wood working pretty efficiently here in this top of the 5th, just trying to keep the Crawdads quiet, apart from that 4th.
Trying for the second 1-2-3 of the game for the Seagull pitching staff. Caleb Garrison's first inning, he had one.
1-2. Woodson takes a slider in the left-handed batter's box.
That was off speed. He really slows down the arm when the off speed comes too. Could be something the Crawdads batters look at as a sign of tipping pitches, perhaps.
It's a very astute point, Harry, especially some of the veteran hitters like Ramos and Ellis who are on deck. Wood, the 2-2. Woodson rips it on a line foul towards left. He was just out ahead of that breaking pitch. Perhaps he caught on to some of that arm-slowing action as Wood came home.
Yeah, see what he gets here, 2-2.
The righty deals. Fastball high and outside. Full count to TJ Woodson, a guy who's potentially 2 for 3, had a single in the first, reached on what was actually ruled a single in the 4th, but looked a little bit more like an E5. Anyway, the payoff from Wood. Hard line drive. It bounces off the fence right next to the Crawdad dugout.
Ryan Ellis was out of the dugout. He's in the hole right now, so technically maybe not supposed to be out of the dugout, but he headed right back in, took a seat. That one almost got him.
Yeah, can't blame him now, staying in there.
Smiling about it.
Wood shakes off a pair of signals. Agrees here, the 3-2. Breaking ball outside. Woodson works the full count walk. And now a 2-out base runner for Elijah Ramos, a guy who's already delivered at the dish for Walnut Creek. Had that RBI single in the 4th with 2 outs.
He just kept the inning rolling, kept the line moving with 2 outs. Big 2-out rally, brought home 7 of the 8 runs with 2 outs. Crawdads have been so good at scoring with 2 outs and just starting rallies, persisting with them.
Wood out of the stretch. First pitch to Ramos, a fastball at the belt.
And I mean, maybe the most major example today is 7 runs with 2 outs in the 4th, batted around. I mean, 2 of the first 4 batters were retired.
And all of a sudden, that just massive 2-out rally as Wood picks to first. Woodson dives head first and safe.
And it shows you what an error can do to hurt a team. The error on TJ Woodson's grounder to third sparked the rally, kept them alive. 6 runs after that.
0-1 pitch to Ramos, slider outside. That's what can happen really, Harry, in the CCL. Anything is possible. You get 2 outs, then 1 error breaks the floodgates open. 5 hits later, and the Crawdads lead by 10. Pick back to first. Lamoth, heavy tag, and the Seagull dugout thought Woodson was out.
Real close, yeah.
First base umpire says no. So Woodson catches a bit of a break. The 1-1 home to Ramos. Fastball popped up. Right side of the infield. Brewer over from third into foul grounds. Makes the grab. That'll end the inning in the top of the 5th. Crawdads strand a base runner after Woodson walks with 2 outs. And now to the bottom half of the frame, and from here on out, Harry Setrakian taking you the rest of the way on play-by-play. We'll step aside and be right back for the bottom of the 5th.
The right-handed sidewinder, Miles Tencher into the ballgame after a really fantastic start from Jeremy Jones. Went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, needless to say no runs, but no walks to 5 strikeouts. Charlie, he was living in the zone and letting the fastball ride.
Absolutely, just painting it for strikes. The Seagulls hitters had a very hard time catching up. Able to get 1 hit, or 2 hits in the second time through.
So now Miles Tencher faces the bottom third of the Seagulls lineup and promptly throws strike 1 with the sweeper that he threw pretty much every single pitch of his last outing against the Menlo Legends. He was letting it ride just as Jeremy Jones let the fastball ride. The 0-1 to Armando Hurtado is hit out to left and hit very well. Racing back Perez towards the line. It drops down in front of the wall but hops over for an automatic double. So Miles Tencher greeted with a big swing of the bat.
Yeah, and Hurtado does a really nice job sitting and waiting. He expects the sweeper from Tencher, and Tencher just kind of hung one over the heart of the zone. And that's the pitch as a hitter. Your eyes light up. You know, wait, unload, and then you just crank it out for extra bases.
So 2 pitches in, already some trouble for Tencher, but he is pitching with a 9-run lead.
Very true.
Still half the game to go. It's the 5th inning. Crawdads up 10-1 on the Seagulls, thanks to an 8-run 4th inning, also scoring in the 1st and 2nd. The Crawdads, and San Francisco got 1 back in the 4th. Now Jacob Gilbreth, the left fielder batting 8th, faces the righty Tencher. Sweeper off the outside for a ball. Going to be probably a dose that is so heavy of sweepers that it's almost exclusive, as he showed off his last outing. Gilbreth 0 for 1, flew out to center field. Bryden Bull made a play out there. 0 for 6 on the year against the Crawdads now. As Hurtado bouncing around at second, here comes Tencher. The sidearm delivery in there for a strike.
Very quality pitch from Tencher there, able to locate that inner third, back Gilbreth off the plate a little bit. It's very, very well selected.
So the second extra base hit of the day for the Seagulls is a man on second with nobody out, and Tencher will look back at Hurtado at second, but no throw. Elijah Ramos, the second baseman, holding him on. Kevin Parker Jr. staying put at short. Here's Tencher, 1-1, waiting, looking back at second. Now here it comes. Sweeper swung through, strike 2. Gilbreth, a big rip, come up empty.
And when it moves like that, when Tencher really can spin his sweeper, it's almost unhittable, Harry. Obviously, Hurtado able to catch up to one that was a bit more of a mistake, a little bit cement mixery. But when it breaks like that, it's just unreal.
Well, they know it's coming, so they can sit on the speed, but the spin's still so nasty. Now Tencher ahead 1-2. Here comes another sweeper falling off the outside. Check swing, but definitely held it, and first base umpire agrees.
Good hold, but I mean, you can just see how deceptive and how late the movement happens. Gilbreth was ready to go.
Yeah, even thinking about a swing on that pitch shows off how much it's spinning, how much it's moving. Count even at 2. Gilbreth swings through it, strike 3. First strikeout for Miles Tencher, first out recorded, and well, of course, it was on the sweeper.
Yeah, I mean, what other pitch? He has the sinker, but that's really more of a setup offering, especially against the right-handers. The righties, they can't hit it when it moves 20-plus inches the opposite way.
And it is one of the best pitches in the CCL, definitely one of the best on this Crawdads staff. Emilio Feliciano, the shortstop batting 9th, struck out his first time up in the 3rd inning. Another chance here against the reliever Tencher, who fires strike 1 at the knees. Feliciano, 135 hitter entering today. Didn't help when he struck out his first time, like I mentioned. Next pitch coming in, he fouls it right back up. So it goes to 0-2 on Feliciano, trying to avoid his second strikeout. Only person to strike out twice on the Seagulls lineup today, Derek Waldvogel. In the 2nd and the 4th, struck out looking the first time, swinging the 2nd, both to end those respective innings. 1 out, bottom 5th, runner on 2nd, 10-1 Crawdads lead. Here's Tencher's delivery, and it's in the dirt.
It's a pitch you can live with if you're Tencher. You try to really spin another slider sweeper, I should say. You have the advantage 0-2. Touch bit of a waste pitch, and it actually allows you, if you really wanted to, you could go a two-seamer high and tight on Feliciano, get a jam shot that either results in a strikeout or a weak contact to your infield.
So still ahead 1-2 with Armando Hurtado on second via the ground rule double. Tencher kicks and fires. Sweeper, swing and a miss. Strike 3 back-to-back Ks has Tencher rolling.
He looks so good right now, Harry. I mean, he looked fantastic against Menlo Park, did the same thing, 3 strikeouts in just 1 inning of work. If he can continue looking like this, Crawdads will move him to a high-leverage reliever where he's going to be so hard to hit in the postseason.
And it's a lineup that plays really well for Tencher because it's got 7 righties, I should say. So that sweeper going to work away from those righty bats, going to get a lot of ugly swings. I mean, Hurtado seems like the only guy that's gotten a good swing off of it so far. Now Sebastian Ultreras, the leadoff man, takes strike 1 on the outer edge, outside low corner. And of course the sweeper. No balls, 1 strike. Tencher's been getting ahead of guys, which he did not really do in his collegiate season in spring. It's been a incredible shift. Runner goes from second. Winchell doesn't even bother throwing the pitch down low. So a stolen base for Armando Hurtado, the catcher, moves from second to third. Is that a real nice day? 2 for 2. Double. Stolen base now.
Yeah, Hurtado looking really nice. One of the lone bright spots for San Francisco right now. He's been able to hit it well. It's 2 for 2. Stolen bag, moving on the paths, and he looks solid defensively.
Guys love to steal off of Tencher. 1-1, swung through. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's kind of the thing as a sidearmer. You bring so much mystery and funk when you're going home, but it becomes that much harder to hold runners on just because you kind of got to labor to get into your motion and into your windup. Now working quickly, Tencher, 1-2. Sweeper just cued to first. No problem for Ronson, who fields it a few steps from the line and takes it to the bag himself. So the leadoff double does not come around to score. Seagulls strand a meaningless run on third. 10-1, Crawdads lead it. We're going to inning number 6 here in San Bruno. Sixth inning. Crawdads looking to keep it rolling, Charlie. 10-1, they lead it. 8 runs in the 4th. 1 in each of the 1st and 2nd as the lights come on here at San Bruno Park. Not quite entirely sundown. Some streaks of sunlight through the tall shadows of the trees. But the righty, Connor Wood, still repping the sunglasses on the mound. I'm getting a kick out of that. Ryan Ellis stands in for his 4th time. Takes a fastball just down low for ball number 1. He's got a hit today. Drove in a run, scored later in the 4th inning, the marathon 4th inning where the Crawdads batted around. Chased home 8 runs, 7 of which were unearned. 1-0, big swing, fouled back. And the single by Ellis was just an absolute missile off the bat, right back up the middle where it came from to increase his average on the season. 321 is 1 for 2 today, so that's gone up. And he finally got a hit against the San Francisco Seagulls.
That he did. He's looking really good right now. He's refound his form.
Got a 1-1 count against the righty Wood, who fires it down low and in.
And Harry, to your credit, sun's still pretty, I mean, obviously there's some trees behind us making some shade, but otherwise 7:46 local time. This is the third longest day of the year in terms of sunlight here with the solstice a couple days away.
We'll take it in the Crawdads. As Ellis takes strike two, Crawdads going to use every bit of that sunlight, it seems. I mean, 10 runs in the sixth, that's good to extend a game a few minutes, maybe even a few tens of minutes. It's the 2-2 from Wood, and he winds and fires. Hard hit towards short on 2 hops, a backhand by Feliciano, and a strong throw to first retires Ellis. So out number 1, Ellis retired, goes to 1 for 3 on the day. Riley Winchell, the man of the day, the man of the week so far, I would say. 2 homers in back-to-back games today in the fourth, hit a 3-run shot out to left, as well as that a sac fly in the first. So he's driven in 4 of the Crawdads' 10 runs after his heroic swing of the bat yesterday that walked things off at Monte Vista.
He's just unbelievable right now, Harry.
And now he leads the team in homers. First one fouled back right towards us, heads up. Bounces up and over the stands here. Everyone avoiding action.
I think with that swing, Winchell was looking potentially for number 2 today.
Yeah. He wants to tie that CCL lead.
I don't blame him.
3 homers now, ties himself for second. No balls, 1 strike. Something off speed, off the outside for a ball. And Winchell's had quite the track record against the Seagulls now this season. 3 hits, 2 of which have been homers. 7 batted in. There's a high fly down the right side. It'll tail foul. The guy on a bench has to get out of the way. He's on a phone call, but he's very present. I've seen a couple times where at other various baseball games I've called in the state of Oregon where someone will be on the phone unsuspecting in the parking lot. The ball will crash down right next to them, and they jump out of the way at the last second from surprise. But that guy knows what's up. He's watching the ball game from the bench out beyond first base. 1-2 to Winchell. He's hopped up back towards us again off the right side. And back beyond the Seagulls bullpen. Seagulls player jokingly screamed, "Ow," when that one dropped.
At least they got a sense of humor.
He's all right. We talked about the hustle in a blowout being something coaches look at, but also, the humor. Keeping things light.
Absolutely, got to keep it positive.
1-2 to Winchell. Breaking ball back towards the mound. Fielded smoothly by Wood. Looking like Joe Cool as he pitches it off to first for the out.
Especially with the shades. And how about at the end of his windup, just reaching out, extending so slightly over to his left side, his glove side, to make that snag.
So Bryden Bull stands in, the pink bat and all. Coming up, he's got a base hit and 2 strikeouts. The hit came in the fourth where it felt like a conveyor belt of Crawdad hits. 2 outs, top 6, 10-1, Crawdads lead it. Ball 1 up and away to Bull, and bit of a unique situation today. I'm not able to get the live stream up, but we're recording, so this game is not currently live if you're listening. 1-0 to Bull. Taken for a strike at the knees. Charlie, I mean, people could be listening to this game in the distant future. Maybe we'll have flying cars. Probably not by tomorrow, but.
No. But I suppose in the same vein, Harry, any of our live streams could be. They're all on demand on YouTube.
1-1 to Bull, fouled back. Big swing. They absolutely are. You can check out whatever game you'd like on the Walnut Creek Crawdads YouTube channel. Usually, every time we try to have it be live, but sometimes
technology doesn't always want to agree with us.
Yeah, sometimes it's the best we got, and it's pretty darn good. 1-2 to Bryden Bull. Wood looking for a shutdown inning. It's shot foul on the left side. Searching for this yellow tractor truck over there.
Yeah, a little bit of a water tanker truck in that goldish yellow in front of those garages.
But anyway, count holds at 1-2. Connor Wood winds and brings in a Looping breaking ball on the outside corner. Catches Bull looking for the third time. He gets the sombrero here in the 6th. Bryden Bull down looking. So Crawdads down without a whimper in the 6th. 1, 2, 3. And the Seagulls still chasing 9 runs. Today's player of the game will be brought to you by the Worth Group Restaurants, a local collection of East Bay restaurants owned and operated by Rodney Worth. And this includes the Peasant and the Pear in Danville, the Bourbon Pear in Livermore, and the Golden Pear in Walnut Creek. Worth Group Restaurants, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. And Crawdads a call to the bullpen after Miles Tencher goes one very solid inning of work. Gave up just a hit, a ground rule double to lead things off, but then settled in 2 strikeouts in a row to the 8 and 9 hitters, Gilbreth and Feliciano, before retiring the side, and Ultreras grounded out to first. So it's Alex Gomez now on, the right-hander, standing about 6 feet on that mound, 60 feet, 6 inches away from home or thereabouts, as Jake Brewer, the 2-hitter and the third baseman for the Seagulls, climbs in to face him first, and it's a high fastball that opens the day for Gomez. Bottom 6. Seagulls chasing 9. 10-1, Crawdads lead it. Though no scoring in the last 2 innings for the Dads after an 8-run 4th. Fastball hammered back towards right center field. That's over the head of Ramos and into right field for a base hit. Brewer, good swing to get his first hit of the day, and just the 4th of the day for the Gulls.
Yeah, really solid piece of hitting. Goes the other way, has a fastball elevated, keeps the bat plane level, and is there just a little bit late to get it into the opposite field.
A base hit leads things off. Davis German behind him with Tanner Wall to follow the DH and one of the 2 lefties on deck. As Gomez, the fastball looking hot coming in. Speaking of hot, Jack Brooks, our producer, just went down to grab a hot dog, and he came up and opened the tinfoil. There's no hot dog, it's just a bun.
Yikes.
Gomez, hard throw back to first. And in fact, that pitch did reach 90 miles an hour, popping the glove of Riley Winchell. Matthew Knauer on the analytics and data team here, keeping us up to date pitch by pitch. It's another hard fastball up and in for ball 2.
The heat's there, obviously, for Alex Gomez, but the command of the fastball just really isn't right now. Maybe it could be wise to take a mile per hour or 2 off and try to locate it a little better.
Fires a 90-mile-an-hour fastball back to first again. Check on Brewer, who's over there diving back in. Seagulls not a team that runs a lot. Only 18 stolen bases, though are efficient. 90% success rate. Fastball comes in just above the zone once again, so 3-0. Brewer at first. 3 stolen bases, has not been caught on the year. That's good for, it's tied for second on the team with the 9-hitter Emilio Feliciano. 3-0 from Gomez, in there, strike 1. I've always wondered about the kind of psychology of throwing a 3-0 pitch, because you've missed the zone 3 straight times, and all of a sudden the rate of strikes seems to go up so highly. 3-1 by the batter. Swing and a miss by German. 3-2. German, who had the biggest swing in the game for the Seagulls, a triple down the left field line that went up the hill and left. He came around to score the lone run. Check over at first, back in time diving.
Yeah, but I think, to your earlier point, Harry, I think 3-0 pitchers know hitters aren't really going to swing,
Yeah.
so they just go over the middle. Then you get a little more confidence. And Gomez went back to the well with the heater to make it a full count.
Now 3-2. Germano waits and pops this one foul back. He's on it, just under it. Headed towards a playground back there. It'll roll to a lucky kid playing over there.
Oh, look at that. Free souvenir.
Looks like a pretty good structure back there, too. They got a little rock wall, ladder.
Yeah,
Fun
sounds
times.
like a lot of fun.
Here we got a ball game, still 3-2. Gomez, off speed, beautiful time to snap off the slider. Swing and a miss by German for out number 1. Gomez gets his first out, a strikeout, just as did Miles Tencher an inning ago.
Yeah, that's just fantastic. Offering go fastball, 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 slider, uh-oh, and German down with the swing.
The lefty Tanner Wall up now. Still on first is Jake Brewer, and still thinking about him. Alex Gomez throws over. Brewer back with the dive. Things starting to get a little chilly here in San Bruno.
Oh, yeah.
The wind's been a whipping, 64 degrees, but probably feels more like 60. Gomez a heater right there for a strike.
And this is an at-bat for Gomez where you want to keep Brewer close to the first base bag and also try to coax Wall into a half swing or something, get some soft ground ball contact and roll a pair, get out of the inning.
And pitching with a 9-run lead is really calming. You can just fire it in the zone as he does there, swing through by Wall on a fastball again. So it goes to 0-2. But you can just pepper the zone. You can trust your guys to get outs in the field. Just try and search for bats, but maybe not barrels. Bottom 6, 1 out. 0-2 count coming. From the stretch, Gomez goes. Fastball chopped towards second. And it's going to get through. Ramos can't get there. So a base hit, not back to back, but 2 in the last 3 at-bats as Brewer goes to second. Wall to first.
Yeah, that's a really great piece of hitting from Wall. Turns on the inside fastball and hits it hard chopper into the ground between second and first. Really more towards Ronson, who had to stay close to first and cover the bag. Long run for Ramos at the 2 spot, or the 4 spot technically, and just didn't have a shot.
Christian Lamoth uses Down Under by Men at Work as his walk-up song. I don't think he's Australian.
He's not.
From California. Perhaps family ties. First pitch in there for a strike, a fastball by Gomez. The Australian community, though, maybe not too pleased with the result of the World Cup game earlier.
Yeah, good point.
U.S. winning that one 2-0. Game was in Seattle. Gomez fires in a ball down and in the fastball. Jake Brewer, the leadoff man at second. Strikeout to Davis German, and then Tanner Wall singled. So he's on first. Now the second lefty in this lineup, Christian Lamoth, faces the righty Alex Gomez. Fires another heater up top, ball 2. 8 strikeouts for the Crawdads pitching staff so far. 5 thanks to Jeremy Jones, 2 to Tencher last inning, and already 1 for Gomez. 107 total on the season for the Dads. Up and away. 3 balls, 1 strike on the fastball.
It looked like after Gomez allowed the hit to Brewer, he kind of settled in against German. Then Wall another hit, so his command a little more shaky now.
Now 3-1, again a 10-1 lead for the Crawdads. Why not just fire it in there, get it over. Force a swing by Lamoth. And Lamoth goes out of the zone, swings at a high fastball. Helps out Gomez. Goes to strike 2. Crawdads, I've been talking about it, again, reached the 100 strikeout mark, the 6th team in the CCL to do so today. The Blues with 198 beginning play today. And now Gomez spins back to second. They have the runner picked off. Throw to third. Woodson applies the tag. And Brewer was dead to rights, and he knew it. So there's how the Crawdads get out number 2 all of a sudden. Gomez, he was 1 pitch away anyways if he were to spin a ground ball double play, but now in danger of shutting the door, striking out the batter, and that would do the same.
Yeah, Gomez gets a gift there. Bit of a tough send from the Seagull third base coach. And
Just misread.
yeah, and then Brewer suffers for it.
So 3-2, 2 outs. Now the runner at first wall going to be on the go as Lamont fouls it back. And perhaps Gomez knew. I mean, even with 1 out, 3-2, a pitch you consistently see guys run on because it's an action pitch. 3-2, you're thinking you got to protect. You might put the ball in play, and then you might walk as well. So if it's ball 4, you become immune as a base runner. But now 3-2. Wall going to get going again. Fastball up high, just missed, ball 4. So Wall will go to second, Lamont to first. Seagulls trying to mount a little rally, but then you look back and say, okay, a little bit over-aggressive. You could have had bases loaded and 1 out, but instead first and second with 2 outs.
And I guess it is also of note, Harry, that Gomez, right-handed pitcher, facing the shortstop and third baseman for Walnut Creek and facing the bag. So, you know, even more questionable for Brewer to try and run it there. And whether it was his own initiative or the send, just a tough one.
First pitch to Derek Waldvogel taken inside. Waldvogel has struck out twice in his 2 attempts, and both times have been to end innings. I mentioned it earlier, but in the 2nd and the 4th. Now here in the 6th, looking to keep his even inning strikeout streak. Looking to put it to an end, and he will. Pass short at dive by Parker, can't get it. The send coming in, though. Perez throw in, cut off by Woodson, throw to the plate is well in time, and they're going to have the runner by about 10 feet. That was a questionable send. The Crawdads get the final out of the inning at home. Tanner Wall gunned down. So score at 7-5-2. Derek Waldvogel with a single, but the runner thrown out. So 3 outs, a couple of unorthodox outs. Crawdads lead by 9 after 6. Top 7. Crawdads 6, 7, and 8. Due up Kevin Parker Jr., Dylan Perez, and Barrett Ronson. And Kevin Parker Jr. sitting on cycle watch. He needs a triple. As he swings through strike 1, he's got the single, the double, and the homer. He has looked just outstanding today with his swings, able to really control the game.
Absolutely. He looks really, really great right now.
This one hit high to left, though not with as much power as last time. Gilbreth, a long run over towards the line, he'll make the catch. So Parker Jr., if he doesn't get another plate appearance, which he might, just falls a triple short of the cycle. Though, again, it is possible he comes back up.
Absolutely. Can't count anything out as impossible whenever you play in San Bruno.
Certainly so today, as Connor Wood working nicely now into his, 3rd inning?
Yeah, he's
Perez turns on one down the right field line. There's no doubt about this one. Hits over the wall for a homer.
Much needed for Dylan Pettis. Turns on a fastball high in the zone, clobbers it down the short porch line. Man, that's a swing he really needed. He hits the ball so hard, but throughout the season, it's been right to where the defenders are playing. This time, elevates it enough for the bomb.
Down the line, 323 feet. Enough to clear the 302-foot fence out to the right field line. Just like that, the Crawdads' third homer of the game puts the lead back up to 10, 11-1. With Barrett Ronson now standing in. And he sees a breaking ball, hits it pretty well at the center. But Davis German over and in, comes up with it for out number 2.
And another point, Pettis, even if they weren't playing in San Bruno, that would have been an extra base hit at Monte Vista as well. 325 to the right field foul pole there at the Crawdads home field. So that probably bounces off the wall, or at least at the warning track for extra bases.
A really nice swing, turn on it. The lefty, we were waiting on a lefty to turn on one like that down the short porch. Now Connor Wood faces Shane Aldridge, who hits one a mile high on a chop to first. And Lamoth feeds it to the pitcher covering, and there's out number 3. So outside of the home run, hell, even including the home run, 5-pitch inning for Wood.
It's pretty great. He'll take it.
Does give up the solo shot. So Crawdads add 1, 11-1. Bottom 7th coming up, 7th inning stretch. An exciting brewing finish here in San Bruno. Not really. Crawdads leading 11-1. I mean, if it turns into an exciting game, boy, will it be something to see, because the Seagulls still chasing 10 runs with 9 outs to play for him. Armando Hurtado to lead things off against the hard-throwing righty Gomez, who continues his day of work, and it's fouled back. And we have a brand new catcher and a brand new Crawdad into the game for the first time. Drew Longacre takes over for Riley Winchell. It was announced before the game that he would play the 7th through 9th innings, and there he is on defense now.
Yeah, putting down the signs as a Crawdad for the first time. Good to see him.
Next pitch to Hurtado's up high for a ball, and he has the one leg down, the knee down, the right knee down approach.
Very much like Winchell.
To catching, yeah, it's a new world, man. Catcher's no longer in the squat, really.
Except for Clisby.
Clisby's an old school guy, yeah. Slider from Gomez, taken for strike, right at the belt. But yeah, it's something you don't see in baseball really anymore, and because it gives you the advantage to frame pitches better. It doesn't too much tax the ability to pop up and throw down to second. As Gomez winds, fires, and the pitch is fouled hard back.
Yeah, high heat. Hurtado tried to catch up in the top of the zone and was lucky to just get a piece of it and stay alive.
Crawdads on their way to maintaining second place in the CCL after beating Alameda yesterday. A big win there. Went to 7-4. Merchants fell down to 6-4, so a half-game advantage for the Dads. As Gomez is 1-2. A hard fastball, pulled hard though, and way out of play. It was way under it. but also right on it. That's the swing you're kind of looking for. Turning around a near 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, wow. It was an impressive swing for Hurtado. He swung the bat really nicely all night long. And so far, it's paid dividends.
He has reached base both times. He could be on cycle watch. He's got a single and a double. Fouls that one away, keeps it alive. But only problem, he's running out of time. They're going to have to go on some type of run again, down 10, 7 innings, or 3 innings left, excuse me. This thing's starting to wind down here in San Bruno. Gomez shakes once, gets the sign. Winds slowly from the belt. Comes in, it's a off-speed pitch, swung through for a strikeout. Gomez is second, and the first time Hurtado has been sent down.
And how about the change of action with Gomez in his windup? Slows down a little bit, an extra pause.
Yeah.
Perhaps that helped keep Hurtado off balance. That's some old school pitching.
Yeah, and he went with the off-speed too to put the cherry on top of it all. Really kept Hurtado waiting. And he was way out front, so it worked successfully. So Jacob Gilbreth in now, just one hit this season for him. And he fouls it off to the right side. Has struck out once today. That was against the side armor, Miles Tencher in the 5th. He was the 7th strikeout victim today. 9 total now for the Seagulls. After Hurtado just went down swinging. Gomez into the windup. Little slider at the top of the zone, taken for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 11-1. The Crawdad lead with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jacob Gilbreth up, Emilio Feliciano on deck. Swing and a miss at a fastball, goes to 1-2.
Overpowering fastball today for Gomez, a guy that hits 90 with it, no problem. And the Seagulls have had trouble with velocity all day. Jones was the same way, just sitting 89 to 90. And San Francisco can't catch up.
Now 1-2, Gomez way ahead. Slows down that windup again and brings a fastball past the batter for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3rd of the game for Gomez. 2nd time Gilbreth has gone down by way of the K.
He just looks so in control right now, Harry. Very different from how he looked in the bottom of the 6th. Allowed those 3 hits and a walk, 1 strikeout. This time just on his own pace, controlling the zone.
Now Emilio Feliciano, the 9-hitter, in charge with keeping this inning alive with 2 outs, takes ball 1. Though very close, top rail of the zone, just missed. Now working quickly, Gomez into the windup. Fastball fouled back. 1-1. Gomez into the 1-1. He fires a fastball that drills the front arm of Emilio Feliciano. So the 9th-place hitter, sitting on 2 strikeouts, gets on base. He'll take it.
Yeah, certainly a guy that can make some noise on the paths, too. He's got some speed.
Yeah, second again, tied for 2nd on the team in stolen bags. 3 of them. And doing that from the 9 spot in the order is a little bit more impressive, right? You say you get the fewest plate appearances down there, so when you do get on, you think he'd have kind of the highest rate of success. He's 3 for 3 on stolen bases. And again, a very efficient team when they do decide to steal, which is pretty rare, but only 2 runners have been thrown out this season. Where the Seagulls go, it's Christian Lamoth and Jacob Gilbreth, each 0 for 1, as the first pitch to Sebastian Ultreras way above the zone for a ball.
Gomez, missed there. If he misses another couple pitches, I think it might be time to step off, take a breath, maybe a meeting with Longacre.
He'll fire over to first, and Feliciano going nowhere.
2 outs. Just got to keep the focus at home, get the out, get out of the inning.
Still a 10-run ball game. He shakes off a couple of signs. Now likes the one here as he goes from the belt. Kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Slider off the outside, falling off the chalk on the left-hand batter's box. That's right, kind of where you want to throw it. It's a beautiful spot. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down for the Crawdads, who lead a big 10-run lead in the bottom of the 7th. Gomez delivery, fastball. Swung on and missed by Ultreras. He was way late.
Yeah, and I think that probably should have been ball 2, high and tight. Instead, Gomez, after the slider, goes the exact opposite corner upstairs, inner third with the cheese. Makes the man miss.
So now 1-2. 2 outs, runner holding tight at first. Fastball, kind of same spot, but a little higher. Ball 2. Ultreras lays off this time. 0 for 3 today. Was the first out of the game in the first and the final out in the 3rd and 5th innings. 0 for 6 against the Crawdads this season. 3 of those going for strikeouts. Crawdads pitching has had his number. Gomez looking for it again. 2-2. Chop slowly to third. Coming in on the short hop. Woodson on the grass. Fires to first. And retires the side. So a nice play by Woodson to end off the inning. 2 strikeouts. Totaling 3 on the day for Alex Gomez, who's through 2 solid innings of work. 8th inning coming up. Top 8, top of the order. Due up for the Crawdads, looking to just get any extra insurance here. Already plenty. 10 runs, 11-1. They lead it. It's been under dominance by this lineup, and TJ Woodson's been a guy who's gotten it going at the leadoff spot for the first time this year. A single in the first, gotten on 2 other times via an error and a walk. Has scored 2 runs. It's the first pitch from Connor Wood. Taken inside for a ball, just inside. Connor Wood, he's worked 3 1/3 so far, just giving up a hit, and it was the solo shot to Dylan Perez.
Yeah, he's looked really good, in control.
1-0 to Woodson's popped high up towards first. It'll be the second baseman, Ultreras. No, now the first baseman, Lamoth, wants it. He'll call off the second baseman and take it in for the first out. So pop up on the infield for Woodson. Been on a pretty good streak of hitting the ball hard. That one not the same.
Yeah, just far under that pitch up in the zone. And shout out Lamoth, good defense, called it off. He knew it was his the whole way through and tracked it really well.
So now 3 innings and 2/3 of 1-hit ball for Connor Wood, who still wearing the sunglasses as he fires a ball up high to Elijah Ramos. And it's at the point where it's like, okay, man, maybe it's just something, right? Like, if it helps you, leave him on, I suppose, because it's no longer sunglasses weather. 1-0 is an off-speed pitch that swung on and hit high and deep to left. Gilbreth tracking back to his right in a few steps before the wall makes the catch. As Ramos just missed it, maybe got it in on the hands just a touch.
Well, really, that's just gone in any other ballpark except this one, Harry.
It's way deep out there. As Sutter Moss going to stand in and get an at-bat for Ryan Ellis. The lefty takes over for the lefty. Moss was hitless yesterday, but he's been on a tear. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. He's a doubles machine, hitting a lot of doubles this season. And just has such a sweet lefty swing. As on deck, we mentioned Drew Longacre, the substitute catcher. 1-0 from Moss. Is shot high and deep to the left center field gap. Racing over Gilbreth, almost makes a heck of a play, but can't quite get it as his hat falls off. Now the center fielder, German, fires it in as Moss is standing up at second with a double. So the doubles machine, as I said, gets another.
Yeah, he's swinging so well. I mean, again, that's another hit where, you know, depending on the field you're playing in, could have been his first bomb of the season, much like Ramos in the last at-bat. But, man, Sutter Moss really regaining that form he showcased as a freshman at Delta College, where he was just a menace to pitchers.
So Moss just absolutely unbelievable as the new hitter, Drew Longacre, into the game. Getting his first at-bat, first plate appearance as a Crawdad, wearing lightning blue gloves. He'll swing after the first one, tailing off towards foul ground, though behind first, Lamoth going towards the fence. It'll drop in the Seagulls dugout for strike one. So wasting no time, the new guy.
Yeah, wearing number 41, I believe that might be the first time in Crawdad history anybody's worn a number above 40, Harry.
Wow. Who do you think of when you see the number 41? I'm curious.
41. It's such an odd number.
It is an odd number, that's true.
I honestly, give me some more time to think about it.
I'll tell you who mine is after the 0-1 pitch from Connor Wood. Longacre fouls it back up over past us here in the bleachers. I think of Jeremy Affel,
Okay.
who was a longtime reliever for the Giants, won 3 world titles in that bullpen with him.
If my memory, I could be completely wrong about this, but I think Miguel Andujar, the third baseman, used to wear 41 for the Yankees. I could
That
be
sounds
totally
right.
wrong.
0-2
think it's
Longacre takes strike 3. A slider on the corner brings him up for his first at bat. We'll let you know on the other side of this break whether Andujar ever wore 41. I think he might have.
We'll have a look.
But anyway, Longacre, a real tough pitch. Nothing he could do. Strike 3, bottom 8 coming up. Two solid innings of work for Alex Gomez, and he hands the ball off to the only Crawdad with the save this season, Carlos Hernandez. Though this one far from a save situation, 11-1. The Crawdads lead it as we have a pinch hitter for the Seagulls in the 2 spot, taking over for Jake Brewer. It's Bryce Brooks to face Carlos Hernandez, whose first pitch, a fastball in there for a strike. And to update, Charlie, we confirmed during the break, Miguel Andujar did wear 41 with the Yankees.
I knew ball, Harry.
I had a lot of trust in that.
You did, and I appreciate that.
Another fastball from Hernandez is right there for strike 2. Bryce Brooks, fresh off the bench, now he's going to have to swing it.
Yeah, just all of a sudden, straight gas from Hernandez, trying to set the tone and retire these Seagulls quietly.
Seeing some fuzz. 0-2. Hernandez exclusively from the stretch. Another fastball just off the outside. Thought he might get the ring up.
I did too.
That one real close. Definitely a bit outside on our TrackMan strike zone. So now 1-2. Bryce Brooks yet to swing the bat. And he'll stay that way. That one, though, outside for sure. 2-2.
Good shape with the slider there. Just missed the location exactly.
And you're just trying to get a swing there. Still have a couple pitches to work with. As Brooks stands in with the bat resting on his right shoulder. Very flat. 2-2. Slider in the dirt.
That's a very patient approach. Good approach from Bryce Brooks. Force Hernandez to really attack you. He's trying to get some put-out pitches. He figured it's moving a lot. Hasn't hit the zone. Now you got to come back with the full count.
3-2. Hernandez fastball half swing fouled back. So Brooks' first swing, not one he's going to write home about.
No, not at all. Just wasn't quite sure and took a excuse me swing to stay alive pretty much.
Regardless, though, has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. The 7th pitch of the at-bat coming. Fastball fouled off his foot. Back towards the mound. Hernandez jokingly ghosts a throw over to first, but he knew that one was foul the whole way. Home plate up, right on it. In this 11-1 ball game, bottom of the 8th, Seagulls need 10 runs at least before recording 6 outs offensively. Hernandez takes a deep breath. Now he'll kick and come. Fastball right down the middle, called strike 3.
And just a very well located heater on that inner third. And Carlos Hernandez just throws strikes. That's exactly what the Crawdads need from him out of the pen.
So another pinch hitter into the game, Marcus Graham, a big old tall lefty, to face the hard throwing righty, Carlos Hernandez. So Graham comes in with the instant platoon advantage, takes it over for Davis German, who was 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. Also struck out twice as Graham takes ball 1. And as I say that, I write it as a strike in my scorebook. That's not right. It's 1-0. Now 1-1 as a foul ball is just barely tapped.
Yeah, really great deception from Hernandez there on the slider. Just gets the break, and Graham has to take a swing. He thought it was going to be in the zone. Now another pinch hitter on deck, Ethan Lopez, as Mark Villa emptying out the bench. And a desperate effort down by 10.
Just trying to get the guys in there. Marcus Graham did start against the Crawdads back on the 16th of June, 3 days ago when the Seagulls visited Monte Vista. 1-1 swung through a little early on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Graham went 0 for 3. Or no, 0 for 2 with a walk. Grounded that to short, lined out to third. Now is behind Hernandez, 1-2. Pitch in, swing and a miss, strike 3. Well placed, back foot slider. And Hernandez got the strikeout pitch working back-to-back to start his outing.
He's commanding everything really well. The fastball is looking for strikes after especially getting Brooks to end that last at-bat, and now the breaking stuff finding its way out of the zone after looking like a strike the whole way through.
So Ethan Lopez takes over for the lefty Tanner Wall in the DH spot. And it'll be a righty-righty matchup now against Hernandez. Crawdads with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. And a big lead, 11-1. First pitch of the game to Ethan Lopez, taken for a strike. A slider kind of right below the knees, but still called.
Yeah, it had really good shape, and I think it just kept its way at the knees as it crossed the plate and then sunk into Longacre's glove below the knees.
0-1, Lopez way out in front of a slider for strike 2 off the outside. Lopez also started that game against the Crawdads just 3 days ago hit right behind Marcus Graham. Had an RBI knock, the only run of the game for San Francisco in the 7-1 loss.
He's looked good for San Francisco. Average only 217, but he's hit better than that.
0-2, tipped into the glove. Hernandez, 3 straight strikeouts, 1-2-3 inning, gives them the claw in the 8th. Crawdads, last chance to add runs. They're up 10, top 9. Top of the 9th inning. Crawdads. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Bryden Bowl to lead things off. He's got a hooded shirt underneath his jersey. I think Francisco Lindor kind of rocks that same style as the Crawdads, still facing the righty Connor Wood, who's done a good job of eating up innings, only giving up a run, and Bull punches one hard and deep to left, over running towards the line. Gilbreth on the move will make the catch on the run. Nice play by the left fielder, and I do believe that is still Gilbreth out there, but some defensive change after the changes in the lineup. Sebastian Ultreras is over at third now. Brewer is out, so I assume Bryce Brooks, yes, is now at second. So Brewer the one out of the game. Ultreras on the infield moves from second to third. And the new guy, Bryce Brooks, in at second. First pitch to Kevin Parker Jr. taken for a ball. And again, still on cycle watch. Needs a triple here. His last chance. Home run double and the single.
Just got to pull one down the left field line.
That's what he's been doing. All 3 hits have been that. 1-0, instead shoots it foul off to the right.
Just a line drive the other way could also work hypothetically with his speed especially. I'm sure he'll try to leg out a triple.
Yeah, and at this point, why not? Just, if you are in double territory, balls coming in, why not try and take the extra bag here? Up 10 runs. You don't want to appear like you're just trying to run up the score, I suppose. It's a long hold from Connor Wood now. He gets a sign he likes. 1-1. Chopped towards third, a couple of hops coming in. Is Ultreras over at third now and fires a strike to first for out number 2. So cycle, very likely not going to happen for Kevin Parker today.
Extremely likely, unless there's another crazy 2-out rally in the top of the 9th for Walnut Creek.
I mean, the only way for it to come true, and was this guy Dylan Pettis, who last time in the 7th gave the only spark of the inning. It was a 5-pitch inning, but one of those pitches was a solo home run off his bat. This one, though, chopped to third. Another chance for Ultreras now over there. An even better throw this time to first. As a 1-2-3 inning and another 5-pitch inning for Connor Wood, who's done an excellent job, all things considered, for this Seagull staff. 11-1, Crawdads 3 outs away from putting this one away. Right-hander Jacob Coburn comes in. And I'll tell you, Charlie, I'm going to be peering over at Matthew Knauer's computer screen this whole inning because he's got the dashboard, the live TrackMan dashboard up, and I want to see how hard Jacob Coburn's throwing because the hardest average four-seam fastball in the CCL belongs to him.
Yeah, he just throws with so much heat. Touches 93, which is in the upper echelon of CCL pitchers.
He faces Christian Lamoth to begin, who takes ball one inside. Then it's Derek Waldvogel and, assumedly, Armando Hurtado in the hole. Might see a pinch hitter. Is that first pitch in at 92? He's already getting up towards where we've seen him top out. 1-0 is fouled away. 91 that time. So 1-1 to Lamoth, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, reached second on the wild play that ended the sixth inning with the runner getting thrown out at the plate. Though a single still credited to Waldvogel on that wild play, the man after Lamoth. There's a high fly to left. Perez coming in and over towards the line. To his right, he gets under there. The spot makes the catch. Quickly out, number one. Well done by Jacob Coburn. Just gave him only fastballs, and I'm assuming we're just going to see a heavy dose of them. I mean, 11-1, just the pitch that you can control the best, and well, when you throw it as hard as anyone in the CCL, you can let that pitch eat a little bit.
Absolutely. All he needs to do is throw fastballs for strikes, and the Seagulls have already shown today they are having trouble with the high-octane stuff.
So now Derek Waldvogel takes a ball on the first pitch, and, well, he threw something off speed there, so immediately just goes against what we were thinking. The gyro slider up towards 2,500 RPM. Now the 1-1 or the 1-0 fired for a strike. 1-1 fastball 92. Great spin efficiency for both the fastball and the slider. Fastball consistently about 2,400 right now. The 1-1, the loud grunt by Coburn. Just misses for a ball. He's putting everything into it here. That one could have been called a strike, kind of at the knees. But regardless, Waldvogel the beneficiary. And ahead 2-1, he takes a big swing and fouls one off himself. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I was going to say the slider, too, up towards that 2,500 RPM territory, and that's pretty much where you want both of those pitches. That's pretty good. 3,000 is kind of the mark of an incredible slider. But
Yeah,
anything within kind of 500, that's still remarkable.
Absolutely, especially at the NCAA level where Coburn's at. Just a rising redshirt freshman he is at Sac State. And Waldvogel taking his time. That was a hard fastball to foul off of your own leg. Rolling it out with the bat a little bit, taking a jog, clearly wincing in pain here.
Took a big swing and a pitch coming in hard, and now the night getting a little colder. The hands also at risk if you get one in on the hands or off the end. Is now Drew Longacre going to have a chat with Jacob Coburn on the mound. So a brief stoppage here, as this one's just kind of salting itself away. Crawdads way up 11-1. All the scoring pretty much done in the fourth, where they got 8 runs. Scored 1 in the first and the second, then 1 in the seventh. And the Seagulls answered that mighty 8-run inning by the Crawdads in the fourth with just 1 run. 2-2 from Coburn. Back to action. It's spiked in front of the plate for ball 3.
Really tried to get the bite on the slider, and I think it just left the hand a little bit too early. That or too much spin. But yeah, absolutely right, Harry. The Crawdads have gotten it done in both phases with the offense, and the pitching has looked fantastic.
Swing and a miss. Fastball by him. 92. We saw a lot of that in Menlo Park. Just by you fastballs from Jacob Coburn. And he joins the strikeout party. That's the 14th strikeout of the game for Crawdad pitching. Up towards that record that they matched in Menlo.
Yeah, 2 games ago, they had 17 combined strikeouts as a staff. The Crawdads bullpen is just on a tear.
It's been phenomenal to watch them just really come together here early in this season as we head towards the middle of the season, as the first pitch now to Hurtado is taken for a ball. Armando Hurtado, probably the best day of any Seagull at the plate. Connor Wood, the pitcher, has been far and away the star shining bright as the 1-0 pitch swung through for a strike, a fastball from Coburn. But Connor Wood if it were any closer, I would say gave this team a chance today.
Oh, absolutely. He was magnificent on the hill.
4 1/3 innings pitched, only gave up, I believe, 2 hits as the fastball is once again by the righty Hurtado for strike 2. Crawdads and Coburn 1 strike away from putting this one in the win column and extending the Seagulls' dreadful losing streak to 11 games. And the Crawdads look to extend themselves in second place, look to cement themselves there. 1-2 from Coburn, popped up on the infield. Coburn's going to call it for himself, and he'll take it in front of the mound halfway to home. So a commanding win for the Crawdads ends on a pop out to the pitcher Coburn, and another double-digit score for the Crawdads and double-digit strikeout day for Crawdads pitchers. They win it 11-1. Charlie, we're going to get this over very, very quickly, but man, that was just the dominant win we kind of been waiting for him, and this is the one we had circled on the calendar as kind of the scheduled get-right game.
Absolutely. The Crawdads just play against the Seagulls so well. I mean, historically they have as well. Obviously, last season 7-0, now 4-0 in 2026 against San Francisco. They have their number. They know how to hit against them. They know how to pitch against them as well. So a much-needed big win for Walnut Creek, 11-1 the final tally. Now you've got a whole lot of momentum heading into Alameda tomorrow, first road game against the Merchants. That's a team that you had to walk off twice this season in order to get your pair of wins. So they got to be firing on all cylinders, and with the pitching looking the way it did today and the hitting it the way it looked today and at the end of yesterday, Crawdads look like a really tough team to beat right now, and that's exactly what you want heading into Alameda.
And it'll be a road game, so they don't have the luxury of being able to walk it off, but real quick, let's go players of the game today.
Oh, yeah. I'd say probably Kevin Parker Jr.
Yeah, I was going to go the same exact way. Kevin Parker, triple shy of the cycle, single, double, homer. That's enough said, I feel.
Absolutely.
But that'll do it for us.
Yeah, you could argue for Riley Winchell with 4 ribbies and the 3-run homer,
And the
but
big one.
I think you got to give it to Parker Jr. He hasn't won it yet this year.
So we'll give Kevin Parker Jr. player of the game, 3 for 5. Outstanding day. That'll do it for us here. For Charlie Limoncelli, I'm Harry Setrakian, our broadcast producer, Jack Brooks, and Matthew Canower next to us supplying the analytics and data. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.